Let's get lost in the moment, like we own it.
Yo, 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 what the deal is, man? This your boy Tino Anthrax, man. I got my brother over here, Cash. Hey, Cash, let him know what to do, man.
Man, what's happening? What's happening? We back in the house, man. We back in the motherfucking house.
For sure,
Shit.
man.
Yeah, you already know,
Enjoying
man.
life, man. First of all, before we even get started, brother, let me ask you this. How was your day today?
Dang. I appreciate that. We don't really hear that too much, man. My day was pretty good. It was pretty good, man. I woke up, I got a lot of things done. It was an accomplished day. It was an accomplished day. So yeah, I had a pretty good day, man. What about yours, brother?
Hey, man, I ain't got no complaints, man. God bless me to wake up and be able to move around, my body healthy. I'm feeling good. Matter of fact, on a side note, before we get started, make sure all my fellas out there go and get your health checkup. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're doing good. Make sure your vital signs, everything is reading like it's supposed to read. And you can enjoy yourself. I don't care if you smoke, you drink, you don't do none of that. But at the end of the day, just go and get your signs checked, man, because high blood pressure, diabetes, those things run rampant in our community. So let's make sure us, especially as black men who don't like to go to the doctor, let's go make that happen. You know what I'm saying? And let's dive right in, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna defer it to you because I see tonight you trying to get deep on me with the friendships and the brotherhood. And I got
Yeah,
a lot to
yeah.
say about that. So go ahead, man. Let's start it off.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. We gonna segue right into that. Friendships and brotherhood. And tonight on Friendships and Brotherhood, we're gonna touch on why grown men need real friends.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna touch on how maturity changes your circle. We're gonna touch on something you've learned from another man. And then we're gonna touch on accountability over being a yes man. So we're gonna start this thing off, man. I'm gonna pass it to Tino, and he gonna start off with why grown men need real friends. Let's go.
Well, that's pretty deep to me because I could talk for a long time when it comes to that, man, because I've had what I thought was real friends over the period of my life. And to be honest with you, they was just more so associates and not real friends. And, the real friends is the people, in my opinion, that call, check on you, check on your family, see how you doing as a human being. You feel what I'm saying? And so I got I can honestly say I got a group of real men that's in my life that I mess with. You know what I'm saying? You being included in that because we don't just talk on air or on camera, nothing, man. We talk as brothers. We make sure we're doing good. If we need advice, we reach out to each other because some of us been married longer than others. You know what I'm saying? So, um, now when I look back at some of the people that was ironic, just a side note, me and you been knowing each other for years, but not even knowing that we known the same people for years. And some of the people I know are some of my best friends that you know. You know what I mean? So it's like when you look at those people, it's almost like those people doing good for their families. Shout out to my boy Paul Riley, my boy Rogers Green, you know what I'm saying? Jeremy Haynes, man, I can keep going, man. I got a couple of homies that's just solid. You know what I'm saying? Never change, never fold. They is who they is. And so I say all that to say you need people in your life that when you're doing wrong or messing up, that they're gonna check you. You feel what I'm saying? I think that now in this day and time, we got too many yes men. That I know that's another topic in this, but we'll get to that. But too many yes men is just not really checking you and holding you accountable. So as far as my friends, man, I thank God for the people I got in my life, the ones who really truly genuine. You know what I mean? And again, sometimes you have I'll say this, you have differences with people that you really got love for, right? And that's understandable. It could be a spouse, a friendship, anything. That don't mean that you stop having love for them or nothing like that. It just means that each person, whether it's that person or you, y'all have y'all own season to go through. Get what I'm saying? And so at the end of the day, man, sometimes your seasons will have you at a fork in the road where you need to divide from that person. And maybe y'all come back together, whether it's a relationship, like I say, a husband and wife, whatever. Y'all may come back together in the end, a friendship, y'all may come back together in the end. But right now, God say, let me separate y'all so y'all can see that, you know what I'm saying? Like what I'm trying to show y'all separately, not together, not together. This is two different things. So when I say friendship and brotherhood, I mean, the people who don't care about, you know, the the glitz and the glamour. They more so care about your livelihood and how your family doing. So that's how I kind of put it on the friends and the associates and the brotherhood. A brotherhood is the people who always going to be there no matter what. The friendships, they may go up and down. You get what I'm saying? Relationships may go up and down. So that's kind of how I feel about that, man. And let me ask you, what about yourself?
Yeah, I feel the same way, man. I feel like good friends, they are good to have. They hard to come by, but they good to have, man. Because a lot of us, men, we suffer in silence. We go through a lot and we try to deal with it with ourselves. We don't release it and talk about it to nobody, to our homeboy or somebody close to you or whatever, and then you end up blowing up, making crazy decisions, or just either just being alone and by yourself, and just and feeling low about yourself. But that's why you do need good friends around you so they can a good friend that can boost you up, help you feel good, on that end. Now on the end checking you, of course, you need somebody to be like, hey bro, I don't think that's right. I don't think you did that right. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? You your own man, but and we all need different perspectives sometimes. So it's definitely good to have good friends in your corner, man. Real good friends, especially at the age that we are right now, because we need each other, man. We need each other more than we think we do, but we really need each other. Yeah, yeah,
I agree.
yeah.
Before we get off to that, I mean, again, I want to give a huge shout out to my brother, Adrian Mills. I know you be watching the show, man. You support us. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the bros who, you know what I'm saying? Know he could call me. I can call him. We gonna chop it up. And, we gonna be honest with each other. Ain't no faking, ain't no flowing. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we really need. So, you know what I'm saying? That's
Sure.
how I feel about that situation, man. So I know we got another topic. I'm gonna let you go ahead and see what you can give me because I'm ready, man. What's the second one?
So throughout you growing up in life, you've been a Duvalian for a long time. A lot of people knew you, and a lot of people used to hang around you because of your good spirit, because of your connections, your talent, and all that type of stuff. So as you grew older and started realizing stuff, how did maturity change your circle?
That's a great question. I think let me think before I answer that question.
How did maturity change your circle? So I know it didn't change it because it went from a circle to a dot. So how did you growing up and realizing things and getting wise? You say, hold up, I can't hang with these dudes no more, man, because these dudes going in a different direction. These dudes over here, they going in that direction. I got to focus on my direction. You feel what I'm
I
saying?
think, and this might be a cliche type shit what I'm finna say, but when I heard that Mo 3 everybody ain't your friend, I can remember still where I was. I can still remember the time of the day, everything, and I just remember hearing that song. So I rode a couple of days and just listening to it. And the passion, it wasn't just that he made a song with lyrics, it was just the passion. You can hear the passion that everybody ain't your friend, everybody ain't your partner. And so at the end of the day, it don't matter if it's cuz, bro, family, friends, anything like that, man. Again, it goes back to the brotherhood. So at the end of the day, it's almost like, man, it took me a long time to understand that part of it because again, I'm the nigga running around and checking on people, going to pull up and doing this different things, and let's have a cookout. Let's trying to keep people close when all actuality, people in the back of their head. Now that I think about it, people probably like, who this nigga think he is, man? You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's more so, when I look at the maturity of it, it's more so like who has my back, the maturity between the friends and the relationships that you have of knowing who got your back. If anybody out here watching this, I guarantee you, if you look at your friends and you can say, that's my dog, this my girl, this my whatever the case, and then you look at the ones who really got your back, that number will shrink. And so for me, I started at, I would say I kind of got off social media last year a little bit for a while, and then I came back at the very end of 2025.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but what I did notice in that stretch of the time is ain't nobody called my phone to check on me and see if I was doing all right. Anything could have been going. Now I got a few homeboys such as you, Adrian. It's a couple of y'all that I know that if y'all don't hear from me in 2 to 3 days, something wrong. You know
Right,
what I mean?
right,
And so it's like, okay, let me try to reach out on social media to the spouse or the girlfriend or the whoever and try to see what's going on because this not like my dog. We talk at least once or twice every 3 days or so. So at the end of the day, it's like you want to have people on your team that really care about you. And then again, like I say, as time goes on, bro, you'll know who that is. There's
right,
no question about it. Like I've had people who I thought was my dogs, and they call me and say, "Bro, I need your help. Bro, man, can you let me hold this or whatever the case?" And I'm not trying to act like this because I've been in that situation. The one thing I always did was just make sure you take care of the person who took care of you. But then you take care of somebody and then you never hear from them again, whether they don't have it, whether they, you know, just dodging the situation, whatever the case may be. But it's like, is that a real homie type deal? Get what I'm saying? Um, so you kind of look at situations and say, who is my real homies? Because again, if I call you, most of the time, most of the people will say, well, if I call you, bro, if I call you, you know I need you. Okay, well, that's fine. After a certain amount of time, everything good. I'll give you an example. Credit, right? We didn't talk
right,
about credit off the air before, me and you. So credit. If you call them people and say, man, I don't have the money right now, but I need to go and swipe this card to go get my churn, some groceries. I need to go get me some new furniture. I need to get my kids a TV, whatever the case may be. And you swipe the card, right? That's your friend. That's your friend because they let you swipe the card and get what you needed to get. You never pay them back. You never call them to tell them, hey man, I'm working on something and I'll get you what I looked out for you. And guess what? At the end of the day, they never pay you back and you never hear from them. That's not, that's not a brotherhood because at the end of the day, whether it's a credit card or somebody in the streets, you pay the people back that you owe slowly but surely. Hey man, I know I borrowed, $400. I'm gonna pay you $20 a week till I can pay you off. The person who lent you the money may say, man, I want all my money up front. But guess what? If they real and they your friend too, they gonna say, hey, I understand it. You feel what I'm saying? I
right,
understand it,
right,
bro trying to get on his feet. But at least he had enough, love for me to say, hey bro, I ain't got it, but I'm gonna pay you something. And he paying on time. I've told,
right,
and
right,
before we
right.
get off this, changing the circle. I know we talking about the changing of the circle, but I told my kids something a long time ago about borrowing money and stuff like that. And it's simple. I mean, it's nothing, life changing. But what I'm trying to say is if you in the street or you borrow money from somebody from a major bank, right? So you do that. At the end of the day, if the bank or you tell your homeboy, hey, I'm gonna pay you Friday. Everybody waiting on Friday to get here. Whether I got the money or you got the money or not, I mean, the bank got the money or not, whether that person who you borrowed money from or the bank got the money or not, Friday, you say you was going to pay them back, right? So Friday come, boom, it's Wednesday. That person call you, hey, man, I ain't forgot about you. I ain't forgot about you, bro. You know, but on the other shoe, Wednesday come, that person don't call you. Long story short, when that person don't call you, or that person at least calls you to tell you something and fill you in what's the process, it's about the credit. Does that make sense? So if I called you right now and I say, bro, I need $100 and you let me hold it, today is Thursday. If I say, bro, I got you Monday, if I ain't got your money Monday, I'm still gonna call you like nothing's fucking wrong. Does that make sense?
Right.
I'm still gonna call you and be like, bro, what's going on? Hey, and you might be in your head like, I hope this nigga say something about my money. But I may not, I may say something like, bro, hey, before we hang up, bro, I ain't forget about your money, bro. I ain't forget about it. So my whole point of saying all that is this. Maturity changed my circle because now I no longer will do that type of stuff. Because if you're expecting the money back and you don't get it, you're going to be kind of heartbroken. It's going to change your relationship with that person. So in
Cutting
that
your ass
aspect,
off.
maturity changed me,
Cutting
my
your ass off.
circle with that. And then, like I said on the last episode, maturity changed me with just knowing who got my back, the people who call and reach out to me. Forget the money, any of that type of stuff. If a person don't call and check on you, I feel like they don't really care for me. I've been riding for a minute, so I'm gonna let my boy Cash. Hey man, what about you? Maturity and circle, how does it change?
Well, shit, man, it's basically the same thing you said, bro. It's just the more that I grew, the more that I seen people not appreciating me, because I'm the type of person like my homeboy had a homeboy. Like if I got an OZ, I'm gonna give you a half. I'm at least give you seven because I know you probably ain't got nothing right now. But see, nobody
That was before
when
I
I
met
was
you.
in right before when I was in them streets, nobody used to, you know what I'm saying? They used to didn't give me what I gave them, so I used to notice it. You know what I'm saying? And I just used to this is myself, this is myself, this is myself. And then since I've been gone out of town, I left Florida like in 2010. Man, it's only a handful of people that called me and be like, "Hey, bro, I just wanted to check on you and see if you was doing all right or whatever going on with you, whatever." So
That
when
shit
things
matter.
like that mean it means so. I don't need nothing from you. It just
Yeah.
make you feel a certain kind of way because somebody checking on you. You feel what I'm saying?
So have you seen the commercial that's going out on ESPN? It's been out for about a couple of months, but it's like it says something about, I can't quote the whole commercial, but it was saying something. Sometimes two words mean more than anything. So I done seen it a couple of times now over the last 2 weeks, but all it was is,
Right.
you good? That's all it was. It's like sometimes a person, and it's cool that they recognize that, like millionaires, shit like that, like nigga looking around like, bro, you good? That's it. Like, nah, bro, I'm not good, bro. I don't mean to bring this to you, but I'm not good, bro. I'm not. I want to do something. I want to rage out. Hey, bro, God told me to ask you that, so I'm gonna do my best to try to steer you away from that. You get what I'm saying? So it's pretty
Right.
cool,
Right.
man. Pretty cool
Right.
about
Right.
maturity and in your circle.
Yep. So, so what I want y'all guys to do, man, is
We
I'm gonna
need to
give
take a
y'all some
break.
homework. I'm gonna give y'all some homework, man. So I want y'all to get y'all a book, get y'all a piece of paper, something, man, and write down these things. And I want you to ask yourself these same exact questions that we're asking on this thing, and we want you to write it down. And I want you to come back and just come back to it, reflect on it. It can help you. So remember, write down why grown men need real friends, and also write down how maturity changes your circle. And with that
Yeah.
saying, with
I like
that
to hear
being
that in the
said,
comments.
we'll be right back in about 5 minutes. Welcome back, man. We are back, man, and guess what? We finna keep this thing rolling, man. We finna keep this
Go.
thing rolling. So tonight, remember, we're talking about friendships and brotherhood, and so our next topic that I'm gonna swing over to Tino, man. It's gonna be something. What is something that you learned from another man? What's something that you learned from another man out here?
I can go so many ways with that. I learned, definitely no Diddy. You know what I'm saying? No matter how much a bitch make you mad, don't put your hands on them. And number two, don't be drugging a motherfucker. I learned that. And that, and I'm talking, that's just a side. I'm just talking shit. But no, just on a serious note, man. But on a serious note, from my daddy, rest in peace, man. He wasn't there a lot of times in my life, you know what I'm saying, growing up. And what I learned from him was it wasn't about the times he wasn't there, it was the times he was there. So he meant so much to me as a kid growing up. Yeah, it hurt me that he wasn't there like I wanted him to be. But the relationship we had when I got grown and now I had children of my own. And sometimes every once in a while he'll come up and my daughters will be like, yeah, I remember granddaddy did this for me. I think they call him grandpa or something. I remember he did this for me. He did that for us, or whatever the case may be. And that's what it matters. He wasn't there like that for me, but he taught me that it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. And he finished in a good space in my life. You know what I'm saying? I was hurt when he passed away because the old me would have probably been like, man, he wasn't there for me or whatever the case. But that was my dad, man, and I miss him. You know what I'm saying? And also I learned from my brothers. Being in relationships for years. Rather, maybe I shouldn't release something. Rather motherfuckers know it or not. Sometimes fellas talk to each other. And, especially if you in that situation, sometimes you may not talk to a nigga who ain't married about your marriage situations because he won't fucking know. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you get with somebody who, be going through the same shit, and then y'all can bounce off of each other and make each other stronger. It's not about telling each other business. It's not about trying to throw your significant other under the bus. It's more so, hey, bro, you've been married longer than me. You ever had this, situation arise? How did you handle it? And so those are things from my dad and from my homeboys, and then even from my wife, man, stay from around these niggas, man. She been telling me a while, and I know that's a female side of it, but I just had to throw the women an alley oop because I ain't gonna exclude y'all. Y'all sometimes give a nigga some good advice too. So at the end of the day, man, something I learned definitely from the men is from my dad, as far as like maybe him not being there in the beginning, and to him being one of my best friends, and then knowing that everybody ain't your friend, like I said earlier, to the spot. It's a lot of shit, man. I can go on for a while, but what about yourself when it comes to that, bro?
Well, for me, I done learned a lot from a lot of men. I learned a lot from a lot of men what to do, what not to do. But when I used to hang around a lot of people back in the days. But me and my dad, we don't really have a relationship like that. But he has taught me certain things from me looking at him and seeing how he moves in certain aspects. And one thing that he taught me when I was young was paying attention to detail. Well, he taught me to stay clean, to keep stuff clean. He always recognizes this out of place and that out of, if that's out of place. But what he was really teaching me was to pay attention to detail. And paying attention to detail has took me a lot of places, paying attention to detail. So I do appreciate him for that. So yeah, when it comes to things that I've learned from men, I've learned to pay attention to detail and know what I do like, what direction I might want to go, and what direction I might not want to go. Yeah. So that's it for me, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna roll on to this next thing, and it's talking about accountability. I know we talked about accountability before, but we're gonna talk about it again because ain't nothing wrong with hearing again, and make sure you guys are writing these things down. So the next one is accountability over being a yes man. Always, oh yeah, let's do this. Oh, that's cool. That's whatever this other person say, you always with it. You always agreeing with it and all that there. So for me, I'm gonna start this one off. We're gonna let my boy Tino take it out. So for me, like, I ain't gonna lie, when I was younger, so I grew up by myself. You know, my sister is 8 years older than me, so you know that was already a separation thing. And she, you know, she a girl and she was going through her girl stuff, and I was a chick. You know what I'm saying? So me having friends, like that was something special to me. So I valued friends more than friends valued me, because these friends that I had, they had brothers and sisters and family and cousins out the ass and all that. But me, they was all I had. So I put more into them than they were pouring into me. So a lot of times, you know, a lot of different things went on. I used to be like, man, I do it. You know what I'm saying? I do it. And I used to like not think about myself and think about them. But as I grew older, I seen the damage that did. You know, you steady giving and you not getting it back, like you were speaking of previously. You steady pouring in and pouring into these guys and your friends or whoever, and you not getting that back, and it make you start to feel empty. So with me, I've learned now to not be the yes man, you know, and to take accountability over that, you know, and I appreciate the growth. So when it comes to that, my boy, what do you how I go for you with the yes man thing? Because I know you ain't no yes man. So what's up with that?
Um, when it comes to situations like that, man, at the end of the day, I'd rather have people tell me when I'm wrong than tell me I'm right all the time. If
Mm,
somebody telling you you're right all the time, then you got to watch that person. Um, let's say, for instance, you're in a relationship with your spouse, and you confide in somebody that you trust, and then they telling you, yeah, cheat on her, man. If I was you, I would do that. I would do this. You got to watch that dude, because he probably wants your old lady. Know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, I use that as an example as far as yes men. I don't listen to that, because I'm looking at your interior alternative motive. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see what you got going on. And so, you know, when it come to yes men, if a person get mad, and you deep down in your heart trying to save them or help them, not even save them, but, you know, try to give them good advice. And they always, I'm talking about, it can happen a couple of times. A person may, you know, oh man, damn, you always hating, man, damn, every time I say this about my situation, you got something to say negative, or to go against me. Yeah, because maybe you wrong, dog. I'm around you all the time, and sometimes you fucking wrong.
right.
I just don't bring the shit up because I don't sleep with you motherfucker, so I don't give a fuck. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, when you bring the shit to me talking about something, then maybe I'm gonna say, hey, well, man, how you look at it from your aspect though? Do you see a
Right.
situation where you're wrong? So yeah, you know, like you said in the beginning, I'm not a yes man, and so maybe that's why my circle has gotten a lot smaller. That's why my phone call log has got a lot smaller, because at the end of the day, man, listen, it's only one thing, God is the only one that I'm worried about. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if what I say to you and we supposed to be homeboys or brothers, and it separates us, then we were never homeboys. We were never brothers.
Right. Right. Right.
Bottom
Right.
line.
Right.
So, um,
Right.
that's how I feel about. I don't really want no yes man. If I'm fucking up, then tell me that.
Tell
You
me
know,
that.
I only need a
Tell me
yes
that.
man if I know I'm doing good. Hey man, I see you been putting out video. I see you been doing that. Man, you been grinding. Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. But if I'm out here wilding out and doing shit, and you like, yeah, man, I would do the same thing, and I know I'm fucking up. I'm
Right.
talking about I know I'm fucking up, and you yesing me. I don't need no yes man.
Right. Right.
I know
Right.
I'm fucking up, and you telling me to keep going. Oh, all right. I already know what it is. So, it's a difference between, having homies in your life and real true friends, or brotherhood, a true, grown man code. You get what
Right.
I'm saying? Like what we gonna get into next episode.
Next episode. That's right. We're gonna get into that next episode, man. But check this out, man. We really, really appreciate y'all for rocking with us. We see what's going on out there, and we appreciate it. We really, really appreciate it, man. But guess what? It's about that time, baby. We about to be out of this thing. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us tonight. Don't forget what I said, man. You got to rewind this thing and go back and write those things, those topics and things down. Go write those things down
Write
so
it
you
down.
can get better with yourself, man. Because we want to see
Yeah.
you grow, man. We your brothers. We your big brothers, your big motherfucking cousins, man. That's who we is. We care about you out there. So guess what? Thank you for rocking with the Tino and Cash show. And we hot, baby.